All right, welcome back. So now we are going to do this lab. I have the timer already running, and as you can see, I also put my username and password. So I have this window, so I just need to accept that. And let's see. Okay, so this is going to be a lot of fun. It's not going to take a lot of time, even though they gave us 30-minute timer. I already have 2 minutes gone. So I need to accept something here. Just agree and continue. And let's just go to the overview. In this lab, you will learn how to create and connect to a Google Cloud SQL, MySQL instance, and perform basic SQL operations using the Cloud Console and the MySQL client. So even though these are the basic things we did already, so we can just skip these things and go to the create Cloud SQL instance. So this might be a little bit new thing for you. If you didn't do it before, we can read it for you. Okay, so let's go through that. And once you click on the create a Cloud SQL instance, from the navigation menu, click on SQL. So from here, so this is our navigation menu. So you can look for the SQL. Where is our SQL? So we need to go to the storage section, which is going to be all the way up here, databases and storage, right? And then they don't have the SQL section here. Maybe they move that to the database section. Okay, let me just pin that so that I can get here, and I need to create instance. Cool. So we did this a lot of time, but also let's see if we can do it correctly this time as well. So let's create instance, and we have to choose from one of these. So from what I understand, I need to create a cloud instance, but I need to choose MySQL because that's what type of SQL I'm going to use. Very cool. So now I need to put my ID and password. So click my SQL and type my instance for the instance ID. So I want you to write the exact same thing, because when we do the task here and the computer checks our progress, if you put different name, it might not give you the check mark or the green check. So it's very important that we use the same name. Okay, so my instance, and the password is going to be in the password field. Click on the generate, so we can also generate our password. Let's see what it generated. Wow, so that was rough. Anyway, so moving on. So, and the eyes icon to see the password, save the password, you will need it in the next section. So we need to copy this and save it somewhere, right? So I'm gonna open my Sublime and save it over there. You can do it on yours. So let me open that, and I saved it on my Sublime. So let's move on from there and use the default values for the all other fields and click instance over here. Just click the instance and look at that. It's creating my instance for my SQL database. Very cool. So once this is created, we can click on the check my progress, and hopefully this will give us a green button. Cool. So let's click here because that's not okay. Cool, very cool. So although it's creating the instance, I can see that it's done. Let's test our understanding. Below are multiple choice questions to reinforce your understanding of this lab's concepts. Answer them to the best of your abilities. So instance ID is used to uniquely identify your instance within the project. So how do you know that? Well, let's go back here and type my instance ID, right? And maybe they gave some overview. Let's go to the overview. Slab, how to create and connect to the MySQL instance and perform operation. They didn't say anything about the instance ID. So hopefully let's use our common sense. It should be true. Very good. And connect to your instance using the MySQL client in the Cloud Shell. So as usual, let's click on our cloud cell that would activate the command line interface within the browser of the Google Cloud Platform. And over here, we need to type something. Usually we copy these things, but this time let's try hard typing everything. You can alternatively, you can also copy and paste. So let me clear everything and type here gcloud SQL connect my instance dash user equals root. Cool. So it says gcloud is not found. So that means we made some error here. It should be gcloud, and there we have it. We need to authorize it, and this will tell us that it is created. So operation failed because another operation was already in progress. Cool. That is because it's running over here. It's creating my instance. Right, connect your instance using the MySQL client cell. So we should give it a little bit more time. It's not done yet. So if this is done, we would have a green check, or like there will be messages saying us our instance is ready. But so far it's not ready yet, but we can keep moving here and um, try another things or be ready for the next step. So let me try one more time by pasting the command. We didn't paste anything, but what we can do is clear, and let me copy everything again and paste just like that. And as you can see, we should get the same error, meaning operation failed because another operation was already in progress. Okay, no problem. Let's clear everything and be ready for the instance to be created completely so we can come back and do the connection. But so for the reading part, we could simply move on and read the instructions and be ready for the next step. So create a database and upload data. So create SQL database called guestbook on your cloud SQL instance. So instance is what we are creating now. And test completed tags. Click check progress to verify your performed tasks. If you have successfully created custom database on cloud SQL instance, you will see an assessment score. Cool. So this is not done yet, so we cannot do that. And insert the following sample data into the guestbook database. Right, so inside our query, um, inside the editor, we could write this instruction and create that. So we could also retrieve the data by this command, and we would have that. So this is fairly easy, and it says congratulations. The thing is, it is still running. I'm not sure how long it is going to take. Let's read the instruction if they tell us explicitly if this is going to take a long time. So after a few minutes, the instance is created and you can continue to the next session. If it seems to be taking a long time, refresh your browser. Cool, let's refresh that, reload it, and let's see. Come on, man, let's do it quick. This is baby baby step, right? So let's go here. Cool. So it is still creating. Hopefully it will take shorter time now. It's not gonna take long. Wow, look at that. It says 5 minutes and counting. Let's see. Create SQL instance. While this operation is running, you may continue to view information about the instance. Okay, so maybe we could do this connection here. The cloud cell prompt connect to your cloud SQL instance by running the following. Let me paste here, enter. give us the same error. Another operation is still in progress. This is taking longer than usual, so what I'm gonna do is dismiss it and do the project again one more time. Okay, there we go. So now the instance is completed. Let me press enter. Should be connected, allowing your IP for incoming connection for 5 minutes. Cool, very cool. So no problem. So let's move on from there and create. So we need to create database guestbook, right? So over here, let's paste and write that. Let's see if that gives us any message. Okay, connecting to the database with SQL. User root, enter the password. So we need to enter the password that we previously saved. I saved that in my Sublime, so I'm gonna grab that from Sublime text and paste over here. So copy one more time. Be careful while pasting, because if you just click on um, the cell and click on the empty space, it will give you blank, just like that, right? So let me do one more time. Copy and paste here. Okay, access denied for the root using password. Yes. Error. Let me do one more time. Connect instance, giving that, and let's do create database guestbook. Create data data ate create ATABASE and GUEST guestbook. Okay, so it will prompt us to enter the password, which is going to be, let me type that here. So X A D. Okay, I just hard typed everything, but it is not allowing me anything. Access denied for the user root using the password. Yes. So what's going on here? Let me check my database. Let's see what happened. So give me some error. Please create database in the cloud SQL. So what I'm gonna do is, quickly delete, start everything, or let's restart that. Restart the database instance and open the cloud cell. Okay, over there, and let's go to the connection. Okay, let's copy one more time and paste here. See cloud SQL. So allow listing your IP for incoming connection for 5 minutes. And click authorize. Enter. You now see my SQL prompt. So this must be the SQL prompt. And let's do create SQL database guestbook. Now we need to create the database. So it says allow listing your IP from incoming for 5 minutes and done. So let's see the progress. So we need to enter the password to do that, right? So let me copy the password. Enter. There we go. So now we have the SQL command. Very cool. So please create database in cloud instance. Create SQL database called guest in your cloud SQL instance. So inside here, maybe I need to create database query. Okay, one row affected. And let me check the progress. It should be good now because it was supposed to be inside the MySQL um, the instance, right? And then insert the following sample data into the guest database. Simply copy here and paste everything. So looks like it is good. Press enter. Query 1, row affected, everything is done. Now retrieve the data. So select everything from the entries, copy and paste here. There we go. So we have the table. Now you should see ads given in the website, and that is cool. So that is all for this one. As you see here, we got 100 over 100, and like I said earlier, this is fairly easy lab. And even though they gave us 30 minutes to complete all this literally takes not more than like 4 minutes if we do it correctly. And we had some issues figuring out how to get the MySQL command, and there were some lagging to create the my instance. So hopefully you liked it. Please consider subscribing if you like it, and I will see you guys in the next one.